guys, happy Stagurday. As you can see, we've got a GEC going today, if you know these tubes. And here is the knife. This is a Lick Creek 38 FarmerJack. You can see here it is a pattern 3/8. Main blade shape is a 3, 2 blades. 2025 in Samber Stag. Comes with this cool little pin, just one of the little, collectability aspects of these GEC knives. And as you can see, we've got a very beautiful piece of Samber Stag. Anyways, this 38 is one of my favorite patterns. They make a lot of different blade variations in this. They make a whittler, they make a two-blade whittler, they make a what they call a 38 special I showed before in just a single blade version. I had one of those on a different Stagurday. But this is the FarmerJack. So a FarmerJack is a pruning knife, not quite a hawkbill, but like a small, I guess it is a hawkbill. It's just a little bit smaller, meant for farmer to be doing some pruning with, and then comes with, here you see the other side of the Stag there. Really, really beautiful. I love how it kind of fades out to that white, and you can see it's just like a glass finish to that Stag. It's really, really pretty on there. But man, this is such a cool, it's just a cool knife. Very, very old school in this pattern's just a very old pattern. You don't see them so much anymore, but that's kind of what GEC does, is just give respect to the old patterns and remake them, whatnot. And then it comes with another blade, which is kind of like a spay blade, but also could be considered a maze blade, too, I guess, which is more of like a budding and pruning knife, like a budding knife, I believe. Anyway, I think that's an awesome looking blade. Look at that blade. It's just such an attractive shape. They give you a beautiful swedge on both sides with this guy, and with the fluted bolsters and everything, or rat tail bolsters. I just think it's an extremely handsome knife. Especially, I love a bar shield. Bar shields, for some reason, I don't know, I just really appreciate them. So a little bit about this is called a double in jackknife, is how what a FarmerJack would be. And I've got a little info about it in my book. So a double-ended jackknife. Ordinarily, jackknives have all their blades in one end, while knives with blades in both ends are either pen knives or multi-blades. However, certain patterns of folders with blades in both ends are too large and robust to be called pen knives, while they are too simple with only 2 blades to be called a multi-blades. These are double-ended jackknives. So FarmerJack's like a double-ended jackknife, and it is it's a robust knife. This knife is, I believe, 3 7/8 inches. It's not small by any means, and the Stag kind of helps it a little bit, but it's got a real thick back spring on it, and you can see how it is cut out there. Can I get it? Yeah, that cut out there to accept and to live with that maze or spay blade. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is that a maze or a spay blade? Anyways, here it says it could be either. There's a picture of a Remington, an old Remington pattern FarmerJack, which this is darn near identical to, and you can easily see the inspiration there, even down to the shield is the same, and the bolsters, everything. So it says here for a FarmerJack, an even more unusual type of double-ended jack is the Wharncliffe shape FarmerJack. So a lot of these knives had Wharncliffe blades in them at some point. Its two blades are pruning blade in the wide end and a spay or budding blade in the narrow end. So I guess that blade could be either or. Either would do for a farmer on the farm. But what I thought was interesting is, since it has, definitely a pruning blade here, that maybe this is more of a maze blade. I don't know. Let's see. So I found here a maze knife, and so maze knives are close cousins of a pruning knife, or a close cousin of the pruning knife is a maze or corn topping knife, formerly used for harvesting grain, sorghum. A farmer may know this word. I'm not a farmer. It's curved jack handle. Okay, so it goes into this shape a little bit. But it talks about budding and grafting a little bit over here, and I can't, even if I read this to you guys, like, I'm not going to be able to tell you, like, because on a budding and grafting knife, some of these had these like ivory. Now this is the maze blade. I don't know whether you use the maze blade for the budding or the grafting part of it. Maybe the grafting part of it, because I guess that there's something to where you would cut into the bark, and then place a branch into the bark, in an effort to make more usable, make more farmable produce, for lack of a better term. Okay. So, and it goes into that here, and I won't go into it too much, as to not bore you guys, but you can see on this case tested, maze knife that we've also got a very, very similarly shaped blade. And anyway, so that's a little bit of info about a FarmerJack, which is a very, very classic pattern. And you guys have heard me talk about this 38 frame, which it's on, which I'm a big fan of, this kind of serpentine shape and the way that it feels in your hand. But also, I mean, man, your finger just goes right in that choil, and it's extremely comfortable, especially being a little bit, fatter knife because of the Stag. But I just think this is a beautiful knife. Wanted to share it with you guys, and just wanted to touch base with you guys on a Saturday, show you a piece of Stag, and hopefully you guys are into it. So any of you guys like these FarmerJacks, or have any of them maybe? Let me know. This is a Lick Creek. This is like it's an SFO, or like a special factory order through GEC. You can see here on the tang that it also says Lick Creek, so it's a knife made for, and I don't know the guy. There's some people are really, really, really into GECs, and they know all the people that request the knives and design the knives. I only know what's his name, Charlie Campagna. But anyhow, so there's that guy. There's a FarmerJack for you guys in a 38 pattern GEC, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your weekend. I look forward to seeing if any of you guys participate in the Stagurday. So happy Stagurday, guys. All right, take it easy.